all of us. First, I want to thank all my colleagues, those with whom I disagree, those with whom I agree, for speaking out. This is the first time in 12 years I've seen a real debate about education on this campus. I'm so thankful for debates about education on this campus. There are so many things I want to say. I'm going to have to rush through it and cut myself short.
Louder.
First of all, I want to just counter some of the misconceptions that have been put out there. We've reached out to Chicano Studies many times, and they have consistently rejected any attempt that we have made to work with them. They have no desire to work with us. Chicano Studies is the best funded of all the ethnic studies programs. They have twice as many faculty as any other ethnic studies program.
That's why they're trying to get in good pockets.
So PAS has almost no faculty. LAS has no single one person. We don't even have one whole person in Latin America. Wow. Okay, Chicano Studies has 5 or 6 full-time people. So it's easy for them to dismiss.
And a lot of part-timers that can fire at will.
No voice. We have less voice than anyone here. I'm sorry, but I've been so frustrated with that.
Tell us about Chicano Studies.
This Academic Senate, there should be. Almost every other CSULA Academic Senate has part-time faculty represented. That's another change we're going to work on in this year. When we say, okay, students have to take a requirement in English, no one worries about the resources that are available. When we talk about requirements in ethnic studies, people are worried about the resources. Oh no,
they're worried about teaching.
Scary. We don't want to take resources away from other programs.
That's right.
Learning outcomes as passed in the GE is not enough. That's not sufficient. Why? Because the committee that has allowed classes comparing Greek and Roman society to count as diversity is going to be the same committee that is going to be...
There you go. So that way they can teach 18th, 19th century European thought.
12 years, it has not been revised. There's never been an opening, and it's this committee that's presided over it. So now all of a sudden, we're told to trust them and trust that they're going to manage the student learning outcomes. Free choice. First of all, I dislike the metaphor of free choice in education because this is not a marketplace. Education is not about consumers. Education is about students.
Yes.
Our GE has some choice in it, but it's not about free choice. We tell students all the time, you need to take this class, and this class.
Right.
So we can tell them they also need to take an ethnic studies class.
Yes.
Yeah. Same on Chicano Studies.
It's not enough to say that students can take a diversity class, they don't have to take an ethnic studies class. Because obviously everyone in this room feels that they're an expert in race and ethnicity and should be able to teach those classes. So we really believe in the expertise of faculty in ethnic studies departments, and we believe that expertise should be recognized. Just like we recognize the expertise of biologists to teach biology classes.
Yes.
Of English professors to teach composition.
History teaches.
Okay, I can teach composition in my classes. I don't want to claim that GE requirement in English. I teach evolution in my classes. I'm not going to claim that I should get a GE requirement in biology. Ethnic studies faculty have expertise in this area, and that expertise needs to be recognized across the university.
Yes.
We have an opportunity to set a new course in education for this university and to set an example for California, for the country, and for the world, that we value these values at our university. We value them so much that we want to require students take a class from the Ethnic Studies Department, classes about race and ethnicity, classes about racism. Now I want to put my hand out to my Chicano Studies colleagues. I've always struggled to work with you, and I'm tired of having your backs turned to me.
That's right.
Calls not returned, calls not returned. I'm putting my hand out. We want to work with you.
is the Hernan Cortez Hispanic Center.